This is Jonathan for the Streets Over Stream podcast, syndicated nationally, globally on 99.7 The Heat Miami. 99.7 The Heat Miami is powered by iHeartRadio. We have been on iHeartRadio for 2 years. Make sure that you download the iHeartRadio app to your phone, to your tablet, to your TV, to your smart TV, and pull us up, 99.7 The Heat Miami. We are also available on Apple Music. We are also available on TuneIn. TuneIn has over 30 million users. Apple Music has over 100 million paid subscribers right now. You can also listen to us on online radio box as well. This podcast, Streets Over Streams, it was built out of pure necessity because one of the things, the major thing with artists is that no one teaches artists or content creators how to go door to door, how to go face to face, how to really integrate their name into their local community. Because when you have a great name where you live, your reputation, your brand will move organically every single day because people want to do business with you. People believe in you. And that's what Streets Over Streams is all about, the overall platform. Where we educate artists, empower artists on how to walk up to somebody in Walmart and get them to subscribe to them on the spot, or get them to add their music to their playlist, how to interact with the colleges, how to interact with the sorority leaders, how to present themselves as a public figure. It's a super dope platform. This podcast, Streets Over Streams, we interview, we speak to, we peel back the layers inside some of the brightest minds in music and entertainment. Today is no different. I'm speaking with someone I personally know now for 4 years. It's been a pleasure and an honor to know of her grind, her story, her ups and downs, her excelling at motherhood, just getting out the mud. You know, that's the great thing that I like about this particular entrepreneur / artist, is that they never make excuses and they are down the ride till the wheels fall off. I'm honored, super honored to be interviewing a dope friend of the family and partner of Radio Pushers, Miss Strawberrie. Strawberrie, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, thank you.
Listen, you already know I had to give you that Diddy intro. You already know that. Say again, Strawberrie. You went on mute.
I said I know.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna jump right into it. When you think about like where you live, like you're representing Houston, right? Texas?
I'm representing Lubbock, Texas.
Right, Lubbock, Texas. So how many people actually live in Lubbock overall, you think? Just a rough estimate.
I don't know. Baby, I don't know. That's a good question.
But overall, Texas is a big one of the, if not, I think Texas is the largest state as far as like square miles, but in population, Texas is huge. So as a matter of fact, let me ask Alexa. Hey, Alexa, how many people live in Lubbock, Texas?
According to the 2020 U.S. Census, the population of Lubbock is 257,000 people, which is a 15.7% increase over the 2010 U.S. Census.
All right, well, thank Alexa for that, 260,000 people. So it's a lot of people for you to touch. When you think about Strawberrie, your name, your music, your brand, your life, like, how do you feel about your city?
How do I feel about my city?
Mm-hmm.
I love my city. I love my city because I'm from my city.
And being that you are from Lubbock, like, what does it mean to you to have hundreds, if not thousands, of people tapping into your music and just knowing about you and knowing about your brand?
It's really awesome. It's really amazing, because I really started from, nothing. So to have, the momentum that I have going now, it's real cool.
Definitely. I want to tap into this part about your roots. Being that you are from Lubbock, that's where you're born and raised. Obviously, there's an intimacy there. There's a passion there because that's where you're from. When this year is basically over, so we're coming into 2024 really strong and really fast. What are some of the places in Lubbock that you want to touch and make sure that your name, your brand, and your music and content is heavily integrated? Like, what are some of the hot spots in Lubbock?
I would really want to touch like everywhere in Lubbock because that's just me. I think big, I go big, and that's really what I want to do. So, we could touch the hot spots, we could touch the low spots, we could touch them all.
Right, but what's some of the hot spots in Lubbock though? Like high traffic areas.
I really feel like all of Lubbock is high traffic, no matter what side of the town or whatever you on. Because there's whatever side you on, there's different hot traffic spots in those areas.
What about the nightlife? When we talk about like the clubs, like let's talk about that, where people perform. What are some of the night spots there in Lubbock?
We have we got what we call it the Depot District. So when you go to the Depot District, you got like just a whole lot of clubs down there in the Depot District. You got them all lined up, and pretty much all of them be popping. So you just choose your pick.
Right, but what's some of the clubs that's popping now?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you because I don't know. Okay. I don't know as of right now. Yeah.
I got you on that. So being that, obviously music is personal to you, break down to the audience, the Street Soul Stream audience, right now, what is your relationship with music?
Music, my relationship with music, that's my baby. Music is my baby. Music is my everything. I just love music. I just love music in all different kinds of ways.
Right, but just be a little bit more detail about like what's your right now with just where you are in your career, like what's the specialness about music to you as far as what it means to your life right now, and like what type of future do you want to have with music?
Music, what kind of future I want to have with music? I want to have a big, bright future with music. I'm going to have, I already do, what you call it. And what it means to me is music is I just enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing music. I enjoy listening to music. It's somewhat like therapy to me too at the same sense.
From being that now that you're a full grown woman, in the music industry, when did everything shift for you to be like, hey, I want to take this serious and not be my government name, but actually go into full blown artist? Like, explain, like, what year was that? Like, what time frame was that? And then what pushed you to that point?
I can't really remember the year, let's be honest, but it's been like, I want to say it's been about a good 7 years or whatever. And what pushed me to that point is just, I just knew it was something that I wanted to do. When I first walked into the studio and I recorded my first song, it was just history after that. It was like I just decided to take it serious after that.
Right now, motivation wise, like what are some of the things that motivate you every day in life? Just talk about some of your personal motivations.
My motivation is me. My other motivation is my daughter. I got a lot of motivations because my goal is to always be great And with greatness, you have to have motivation. And yeah.
So, just regarding your beautiful daughter, she motivates you, and just break down to the Streets Over Stream audience, how does your daughter motivate you?
Oh, she motivated me in so many ways. I mean, just becoming a mother had motivated me. I knew, when I became a mother that I wanted to you know, be everything, for her. I wanted, her to, have the things that I didn't get to have. I wanted to show leadership. I didn't want to be one of those mamas that fuss and be like, you need to go to college or you need to do this without, me not showing her, her having that leeway. She just motivated me in so many ways.
Definitely. So basically, and just so we're detailed with the audience, from a motivational perspective, when you look at her, what motivation do you feel as far as things you want to do, like in your life? Like sometimes when parents look at their children, they say, I want my child to never not have to go through this. So that's what motivates me. Like, can you be a little bit more descriptive just regarding that part?
Yeah, I most definitely agree with what you said. And I think that boils down to when I was like, I just knew that I wanted to be the best for her so she can have, I don't want her to have to go through some of the things I had to go through. And, I just want the best for her.
Right. Right now, the world is the world is always under pressure, whether it be, there's so much pressure in the music industry to make it. There's pressure on the lyrics, sexism, racism, so many things going on. Regarding the type of music that you make, we know that you are, that you record in the genre of hip hop, but kind of break down to the Streets Over Streams audience the type of music, like from a lyrical standpoint, the type of message you want your music to carry to consumers.
Well, I do a lot. Well, y'all, that I do varieties of music, and the messages that, I carry out with my music, it all depends on what I'm doing. Like, I have a gospel single out, so that message is about that message. I have stories, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's, like I said, sometimes it's my story, sometimes it's somebody else's story, but that story, that message or that story, can, help someone else. Sometimes it's just, I want to pop my stuff. Or I'm just popping stuff. There's a whole lot of different kind of messages that you get out of my music.
Definitely. I think you have about 7 songs in your discography right now.
Yeah, and it's more to come, so y'all be on the lookout for that.
What are some of the things that you want to do just regarding, like, as far as music wise, like, what are some of the things that you want to accomplish, and, going into 2024?
Music wise, some of the things that I want to accomplish. I want to accomplish a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? I want to make some, you know what I'm saying?
Just name a few. That's all. I mean, like, you don't need to name all of them, like just a few.
We're trying to, go big on charts, we're trying to do everything that, just go big all the way.
And from a personal perspective, like, what are some of the things that you feel you need to work on that just to be a better person? Things that you may struggle with, that you need to improve.
That's a good question. I know that there is things that I do need to improve. As far as the person that I am, I believe that I'm a great person. Can I think about the things that I need to improve right now? I really can't.
Right. Well, like if you had to like put down there like just one thing that you had to, just improve upon as far as something that, some person like, hey, you know what, I could be better at this. I could do this better. I could have more patience or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I can improve. One thing that I'm gonna improve this year is my delivery. I want to improve that.
Major key.
Absolutely. Major key, major key, major key. Appreciate that. Shout out to DJ Khaled. Okay, that makes sense. I'm definitely with that. What is one characteristic about you that people say, you know what, I like that about Strawberry? Like, what's one thing? I know you got a lot of different positive traits about you, but what's one thing that people say about you that they really like and love?
I get a lot of times my voice. A lot of people like and love my voice.
Definitely. You've been knowing Radio Pushers now for going on 5 years. You've worked with us off and on. Now you're back. We're glad to have you back. With this Streets Over Streams platform, you and I are going to be working via Google Meet, via video conference. I'm going to be training you and showing you different tactics on how you can do impromptu presentations to people. How excited are you about being able to like learn new techniques and as far as marketing and then implementing them in your local city?
I am super excited. You know that. You know I'm always excited. Especially working with you guys. Y'all are always so awesome. And I've learned a lot over the years.
Definitely. Spell out your Instagram handle slow so people can follow you on IG.
Okay, my Instagram name is I am Miss Strawberry, and you're gonna spell that IAMMSSTRAWBERRIE.
Say it one more time for the audience.
Okay. My Instagram label is, my Instagram name, I'm sorry, y'all, is I am Miss Strawberry. And once again, you're going to spell it IAMMSSTRAWBERRIE.
Okay. And what have you enjoyed the most about being on the Streets Over Stream podcast today?
I've enjoyed the most talking to you, Jay. I like to talk to you. Well, I'm always excited to talk to you. And I'm excited to be on the podcast.
No doubt about it. I mean, the thing about interviewing you and speaking to you is that your energy, your positivity is always, on point. You really are a breath of fresh air for people looking to remain positive and people looking to find passion in what they do. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you.
So, again, we salute you. I'm glad to have you back working with us, heavy. It means a lot for us to be a part of your brand because of everything that you bring to the table.
Thank you. I most definitely feel the same way.
Thank you for trusting the process with Radio Pushers, and we look forward to helping you reach 1,000 people in the next 90 days in your city, Streets Over Streams. Now, please don't forget, go to our Instagram, Streets Over Streams. That's Streets Over Streams. If you can do that real quick, that would be great. And just follow us on IG, okay?
Gotcha.
All right, definitely. Well, listen, thank you for being on the podcast. Look forward to tapping in with you again in the next 30 days so we can track your progress. Appreciate it, champ. Thank you so much.
All right.
Peace.